About the dash series. Probably, I think, in my opinion, it's absolutely one of the best things going as far as helping your pass protection. Okay. All right. Let me first. Now, I'm really going to cover basically the dash and the principles of the dash. But as we go through this, see if we got to focus here. All right, as we go through this here, if you guys want to talk about some of the other stuff, it's okay. But I'm going to give you all the principles that we use in the dash protection. And then we're going to talk about the routes that we run off the dash protection, okay? Basically, oh, that's nice, nice. Let's try this one. Blue. All right. Okay. We call our dash 86, okay? We got two different ways to do it. We got a load, and we got a tiger. Okay, load and tiger. Now, we call load, here's the problem, and we like to run it out of shotgun. You don't have to run out of that, but you can. Alright. Now, dash protection. The thing that makes dash protection so good is, and I've talked about Pass Pro, is what you do to this guy here. This guy here will block down. He's going to take a short step right here. He's going to block the B gap area to seal an A gap player. Okay? He got his B gap area to seal an A gap player. So what we're going to tell him to do is, if you have no immediate threat right here, you're going to take a short step, and you've got to be able to feel, if you got like, pressure working from out here, or you got maybe a guy starting to sneak out here, then you have to anticipate that. So you're going to take a short step, taking the B gap. If you get the slant, you hesitate. So I take a short step, boom. When I get the slant, I hesitate, allow it to cross your face, okay? So when he has no initial B gap threat, he'll take a short step, hesitate, and then he'll seal the A gap player, okay? So this is how it's going to work right here, all right? All right, the back. He's going to go exactly 1 yard outside the alignment of the M-man on line of scrimmage, EOL, all right? He is going to cut this guy's outside leg. If you can't cut, you want to run right through his outside shoulder, okay? You want to run right through his outside shoulder. Now I'm going to give you the complementary stuff to this, which will help you. But I got to give you the protection first. So basically this. The back has C gap. Alright? Here, I'll do it out here and put all this, alright? Halfback has C gap. Alright? 2 straight. Or looper. Okay? So this guy were to go in here like this, then he'd take the straight backer on the blitz. If this guy were to go in here like this, and the tackle were to come out on the twist, he'll take the twist. The key thing is the offensive tackle can't be in such a hurry that he runs in there and does not take the slant. We want a short step and be ready to take the slant, okay? All right. Now, let's just say we line up like this. All right, so he'll, boom, and he's going to come down here and seal that. All right? Guards rule, 6 o'clock step. open at 6 o'clock. So he's going to do like this. He's going to open at 6 o'clock. The reason he opens at 6 o'clock is so that he can effectively let the back clear. And he's going to come running at about a depth of 3 to 4 yards. And once he crosses the stem of the back, he looks right outside. And his rule is, the guard's rule, so the tackle has B gap to A gap seal. Alright, B to A gap seal. Alright? The onside guard, that's on tackle. The onside guard, okay? He's got pull, 6 o'clock. Alright, now, what he's going to do is he's going to do this. He's going to go, he has blitz to scrape. So he's looking for the first blitzer coming off the edge. So he's looking right out here. Nobody coming off the edge. He looks for the scrape guy, anybody running this way hard. Nobody there. He can actually help seal the help back if nobody comes. Okay? Alright. The center has A gap, front side A gap to back side. Now, what did I tell you this guy is going to do? Alright? He's going to seal right here. Okay? Now, watch what if we do this. We put him on a shade. He's front side A gap, right? So the center does this. He takes front side A gap, and what's he do? He goes nobody in the B gap, so what's he do? He's going to come in here and clock that guy right there. Really good. Also in pass protection, there's a great change-up, and you're destroying the effectiveness of the nose guard. All right, sometimes in the pass rush. So he can take a short step boom and go in and get after this guy. Now, when he picks him off, boom, picks him off right there. The center goes like this. When he feels him pick him off, he's now a helper backside. Everybody else's rule is 45-degree angle hinge. 45-degree angle hinge. Okay? All right. Now, if you got two backs in the backfield, let's say you got two backs, you can use this guy. So really, he has A gap, B gap. He's got A gap, and then help back door, so he can help anywhere. Okay? All right. So if you have a back here, you can do what? You go A, B, C, just like that. If you don't have a back, you want to spread people out, then he goes A, he goes B, and he goes help. After he gets picked off, he helps back out back door. All right, so off guard, off tackle, have 45-degree deep hinge. I call it deep hinge. Not a flat hinge. You get hurt when you do flat hinge. I used to do the flat hinge, and I started watching the Redskins. The Redskins run the dash pass, and I noticed their linemen kind of do like this on the back side. Okay, let's say the dash is going this way. Their linemen go just like this. Boom. They're just almost working back at 45 degrees, but they're all kicking back this way. So anything looping out, they're getting with their depth. They're getting with their depth. And the other thing is, by kicking back, you're able to handle the outside a lot better than if you step here and then try to wheel to get the outside. You're just out of position. So 45-degree hinge. All right. Now, here's your complementary stuff. All right. You got dash. All right. You got your dash protection. All right. The stuff that kind of works with it. This is a whole series, okay? And you can run it from a lot of the same looks. And I'm going to go over all the stuff here in a second. Okay, so this is basic for protection. Does anybody have any questions on protection? It's not a hard. There's one little thing I can give you that'll help you on the protection, okay? And that's this. Watch this here. Okay, got a 3 technique, an end, a backside shade. Backside shade, a wheel backer. Alright, and let's do like this, excuse me. Yeah, we'll make that the sand backer, we'll make this a mic, and make that the wheel, alright? Okay, now, let's go through the rules and help me out here. Okay? What's the tackle's rule? B gap. He's got to threaten the B gap, so you can take a short step, boom, seal the guy inside. Seal him. Don't let him get outside. So when I take a step right, I don't care if he gets a little penetration, I'm trying to do what? Seal him from outside. So I'm going to seal him right there. Boom. All right, what's did he do?
He's got blitz straight.
He gonna take a 6 o'clock pull, clear the stem of the load back, and he's got blitzer to scrape backer, so that puts him out here. All right. And the worst thing these guys do is they a lot of times get too deep and get in the way of your quarterback. They want to come about an angle of 3 to 4 yards deep, and as soon as they clear the stem, they're turning up. Okay. You also have the ability to dash run, and we can just call that dash run. The quarterback takes the ball, boom, sets everybody, comes out running, and the guard knows now that he's a what? He's a lead blocker, and you can also dictate to these guys what to do. He can go crack, he can block, and he can block the support guy. You see it? But now you got all of it, see it? Okay? So you got a mobile quarterback, you can kind of take care of that. Okay, now, what's his rule? A gap to help backside. Okay, well, if he slides the A gap, then that puts him in what? Tough position, right? All right, here's what I tell him. Here's a little coaching point on this play. If you have no immediate A-gap blitzer, then make a switch call. You have no immediate A-gap blitzer, then make a switch call. So here's what will happen. He has no immediate A-gap blitzer. If this guy's sneaking up in here, both of those guys got to try to take him like that. If this guy's not blitzing, then what he does is he goes like this. He goes switch. He now takes a short step and takes this guy because he's got the what? He's got the angle. He's got leverage to the play. And now what he does, he now is responsible for front side A-gap to help out back door. So what he'll do is he'll come pulling like this. Gets the front side A-gap, no threat, helps back door. 45-degree hinge, okay? Angled hinge, 45-degree angled hinge, okay? Deep hinge, okay? All right. So that takes care of the dash protection. All right, now, you want to make it a little solid, you want to make it a little stronger, put your tight end in there. He's not doing it, he's doing it. That gives you a little more protection backside. You have your choice of however you want to do this stuff. Now, here's the deal. There's a lot of different routes you can run. I'm going to tell you a couple that are very good that you can do on this stuff, all right? Here they are. Okay. I'll put the tight end in here, okay? And we'll give this one back. Now, if you line up like this, it won't be long before defenses say what? Yeah. Hey, dash. Whenever that back's lined up this side of the open side, you're going to get dash. So he now will be especially alert to do what? Pull the thing up, which is okay. But here's one way to effectively handle this, and it's kind of fun from the back. He can line up over here and go get him. All right? Or you can do this. That's what we do. We'll do it this way one week. That's the way we'll do it the first week. Second week, watch. He takes the spot of the fullback. We call that a 6 tiger. One's low, one's tiger. Okay, we just tell tiger now, see, hey, we don't have a back, so you can come out a little shallower. Come out a little shallower, guard. Even if the guard doesn't get it, it's okay, because he's going to read blitz to scrape backer. But the idea is here is, oh, hey, 1 week, hey, now you still run the same routes, still doing the same stuff, but you gave them a different look, and it's hard for them to defend. The next time you can, you know, even change it up again if you want to, but next time you do like this. You do this. We did this some. Okay, you can line them up with 2 backs like this, all right? You can run a single receiver here and do it this way, with him blocking backside, or you can take it to the 2 receiver side, all right? Or you can do this. And we did that. They hadn't seen us getting this very much. We had a lot of insurance on that deal. Okay? That was, and I'm going to tell you the route we ran on that is, we had a throwback in there. Quarterback sprinted out here like this, had these two guys running routes here. Okay? And with the whole idea, that was our dash throwback. Fought the quarterback a lot of times, sprinted out this way hard. When he stopped, he stopped. When he stopped, he stopped. He stopped, turned, came back. We also used to like this off of the naked look, but it was good off the dash look. Why? Because you got a lot of rotation with people running to the dash. You got a lot of secondary rotation, and a lot of times you end up with what back here? One-on-one, and get separation with that guy, okay? All right, so there's a couple different ways you can do it. Now let's talk about the different routes, okay? The first route that we run, and it's usually better when you use two wide outs rather than a tight end in there, but you can do it a couple different things here though. Here's another thing you can do, and I like it better for the shotgun for this reason. You can run it from underneath center, but it doesn't quite time out as well. But here's the reason why it's good for the shotgun. He gets the ball here, like this. Let's say he's going to do that. He sets. Boom. Just like what? Drop back. And then he takes off. So what he does, he catches, sets. So he sets like this. He's setting the rush. And then he takes off. All right? If he's going that way, he just sets like this, boom, and he can take off like this. And we even had our quarterback who thought it was more comfortable. He went boom, and then spread it this way, but he was left-handed. Okay? So all I'm saying is you want to set the rush. It's easier to set the rush here because when you do it from what? When you do it from back here, when you do it from underneath the center, here's the tendency of what the quarterback does. He starts out right now, got everybody running, got everybody moving towards what he's doing. So the whole idea of dash is to really set the rush on you. In other words, get them to start rushing you like they do on a screen, and boom, take off outside. So the whole idea is this, hey, you can do it from this way, but I'm going to show you a little bit better way to do it in a minute, because we had a complement to this, which was our, what we call a sprint. And I'll show you that in a minute, okay? All right, let's talk about the routes. All right? And then we're going to talk about the different things you can do often, all right? Number one, route. Okay, let me just say this. Great blitz beater. Who do you want to get the ball to on blitz? Who's the number one guy you usually like to get the ball to on blitz? Huh? Slot. Because he's usually a pretty good player. It's a quicker throw. It's easier to throw. Well, here's a great thing. Watch. Let me tell you what happened. How we evolved it to this as being, and we were in practice this past year is when we did this. And I know probably other teams have done this already, but here's what happened to us. We lined up, and the quarterback was getting the ball, and this guy right here was doing this. He was walking. And he always, a lot of times, when that guy's walking in, if it's a certain route, certain protection calls, he's our hot receiver, so he, like that. Now, this guy's running this guy off, the free safety's trying to come down and get him. All right? Well, here's what happened. He saw him, and he saw him. The quarterback caught the ball, and he didn't even hesitate. That guy's coming. Guard was coming out to try to get him. He threw the ball. He's back. He's right here. Caught the ball. He went to load. He took 2 steps here, stopped. Before he didn't run into the guy. He's coming right here and threw the ball right to him on the run. He missed a tackle in practice. We're about 50 yards. Okay? And we said, God dang, you know what? That's what we should be doing. Have a built-in hot. Built in. Guy comes off the edge. Hey, break the hot. Expect the ball right now. Make this guy come from a long way to get you. You're running. Hey, easier throw. It's a lot easier to throw that. If you're underneath center trying to throw that, that's a hard throw. If you're back here trying to throw it, it's a lot easier to throw. A lot easier to throw, moving to it, lead them, no problem, all right? So that became our hot throw, which is good, real good for everybody, okay? All right. Now, here's what everybody had, okay? Here are the routes. All right. Well, I don't know how to put that in there. All right. Here are the routes. Okay. Number one route. 5 yard set out. He's gonna angle out. Now he's gonna line up with width is about out to the numbers or a little wider, and he is going to and we don't care if he gets all the way to the sideline, but he's going to take a width release. Width release. Whether he's got a cover 2 corner here or a strong safety in there, he's going to take a width release and set out at about 5 yards. This guy right here is going to, he's going to push up the field, going to make a slight hint to the inside, and he's going to run a deep angled corner route or smash, what we call a smash route, okay? This is kind of our smash route with width release, okay? Now, what he basically does, quarterback sets it, comes out here, and initially we want to look in here. We want to look in here for the break on that. But if this guy, if the flat coverage deepens right now, that guy gets the ball right away. All right? If the cover 2 corner, softens like that, then that guy gets the ball right now. The cover 2 corner hangs down here, and this is the guy we're trying to get the ball. Now, one of the biggest problems you're going to get with dash pass is the safeties sometimes will overlap the top of your dash passes, okay? And here's kind of what we do on some of that stuff, all right? We switch the routes up. Now, all of a sudden, he does this. The angles, breaks, he goes to the sideline right here. He comes here, breaks, find the hole, find the hole. He goes 10 to 12 yards in here. He's going to 14 to 16 yards right in there, okay? And that's what we're trying to do. Actually, we'll push him deeper sometimes depending upon this guy's ability and his speed. Because we've had that guy as deep as 18 to 20, okay? And we've actually shortened him down on certain, it depends on who the guy is. If he's real quick, mobile, got a lot of speed, we'll let him get a little deeper, okay? If he's just kind of like sometimes, I said our Y is in here. When our Y is in there, we'll shorten him down a little bit because we want the quarterback to be able to come out and throw the ball on the break. And really he's looking to throw 1, 2, and this guy's been hit quite a bit because he comes running here like this. Now he's just going to go find the hole. Just find the hole. If the strong safety's backing out here like this, then he's going to stop in here. If the cover 2, if it's cover 2 and this guy gets width like that, and the backer's coming out, the weak side backer is working out fast, and he'll do like this, and he'll set down on this side. He'll set down on that side of that guy coming. We've thrown it inside the inside flat guy, okay? Or hook guy, the inside hook guy. We've thrown it inside it, all right? More often than not, though, most of the time the ball goes right about there, okay? What you got to be careful is this guy sinks and then tries to come back in to make that play. That's why you don't want to run out to him where the ball's let out to him. You want to get there. He wants to set, plant, and then he wants to just shuffle in there and find the open spot and let the quarterback stick. Okay. All right. So you got this. You got that route. You got the smash route. And then you got the switch route. We call it a switch route, okay? All right. And we got the wheel, which is off the switch. He comes running right here. All right. Breaks. Starts to throttle like he's going to kick and kicks it. He comes here like this. Boom. Starts and he runs a post. All right. Now, here's the best part about this. This route. We've had this guy open a lot of times, but the quarterback won't throw it. The reason why is he's coming out here, It's a little bit of a, but if you tell him, we want you to pull up quicker, just a little quicker, and be ready to throw the ball to the skinny post, what'll happen sometimes is that safety in cover two, he'll come all the way over the top, and the backside safety, you can try to hold with him, or motion him in here and try to hold him, and that's a guy you can hit. That's a guy you can't hit. But that's our wheel route. The other thing we've done is this, we've done this. Run this guy in motion right here, snap the ball, he stays in protection, and we used him on the wheel route as a third receiver. Okay? Nothing looking the wheel, and he sprints across this thing, and the quarterback just continues to work outside. Now look, if the quarterback stops, here's a rule for the quarterback. If he stops, he throws it. You understand that? If he stops, he's throwing it. So in other words, he's on the dash. If he comes out on the dash, the read's right there, and he can stop his feet and throw it. Because you know what? You got a little more accuracy when you stop your feet and throw it. Okay? All right. Now, he comes rolling like this, and stops his feet, and pats the ball. Then you go get your second team quarterback, and the first team quarterback's hurt. Because the rush is coming from this side. Eventually, you know what I'm saying? When he's on the move, that's the number one rule we tell him. When we got people blocking that backside, if they send an extra guy or something and we can't pick it up, as long as you're on the move, you're okay. If you stop, you got to throw it right away. Because normally if he stops and throws it, he will not get hit or can't get hit without a personal foul. But if he stops and holds it, I've seen some guys get their ass waxed on that stuff. All right? Okay. All right. So we got here, you got your smash with the width released by the outside guy. You got your switch. You got your wheel. All right. And we have what we call as a deep clear and an out almost. And what this is we take this guy and run him on a clear route, and it almost looks like a verticals there. And what he does, he gets 10 to 12 and breaks it. And when he breaks that, he wants to get the ball somewhere between 15 and 17 yards down there. So really what we're trying to do is we're trying to throw over underneath coverage, behind the deep third coverage and deep coverage on this side, okay? Good, decent 3-deep pass, not as good in the 2-deep because you got nothing to hold the corner. You got nothing to hold the corner. But this route, we get this sometimes. It's not there. We get them running it, okay? And that's on that route. We tell them we run the deep clear on that. We ask him. Sometimes the quarterback is, if it doesn't just pop open, he's thinking running, and the guard has got to think running deep clear too. But we tell the guard, hey, if he comes running out of there like this, doesn't pop right now, go, go, go. Guard just leads and blocks first thing he sees. Quarterback runs it. Okay. Those are the routes we run. Then we run and I mentioned to you, overload this side and throw the throwback. All right. So your dash, you've got some, and you can make up your own stuff, but these are the things that kind of work for us. Those are the things we had success with. And I'm going to tell you, if we didn't have that against Ohio State, we would not have beat Ohio State. Ohio State blitzed us. We hit the inside receiver on a hot call, plus we hit our inside receiver in the whole route, sitting down on the switch route. We hit him, and both times, I mean, we made first downs, we made 15, 20 yards, and we ran away and we beat the blitz. So I don't think if we had that in there, we were going to be able to, because we can't stand behind the center box and take on all the different blitzes. There's just too many of them. And the dash protection is really good protection because basically it's a gap protection rules, okay? All right, now next.
Coach,
Yeah.
you talk about the shotgun snap.
Oh, yeah, I know, sometimes I let those things go. Shotgun snap, very simple as this. Number one, our center is, when we go gun, our center is in charge of the count. So when the quarterback does this, the ball's not going to be snapped. That's the biggest mistake we all make. Because when your quarterback does this, gives you the I'm ready, and we don't let our quarterback call a cadence because our stadiums are so loud sometimes, and going to Ohio State way, hey, you get up there, quarterback stands back there, you're at one end of the field, the other, hey, you can't hear a thing. Cannot hear a thing. So here's how we do this. The quarterback gets back here, he does like that, he pops his leg, all right, and then the center looks around, said, hit! He gets a snapper. But I mean, the point is it's not pop the leg, said, hit! Why? Because you don't want them to gear into pop the leg, said, hit. So he pops the leg, he can say said, hit, wherever he wants to say it. Everybody just got to sit in there. And we want the center to bark it out fairly loud. And if it's real loud, sometimes we go from a preset and we'll touch the inside hand, you know, but we've never really had it that loud that it's been an actual reason for doing that. But all right, center snap. Now, how do you snap it? Number one is he wants to look through his legs, get a target. You want to look through your legs and get a target. The target is the belt line. Tell the belt line. We want the quarterback to be able to take the ball like this here and put it here. We don't want the quarterback to take the ball from here or out here or here because that disrupts the whole thing. He needs a nice snap. It's got to be with some force, but not hard. We don't want a hard snap. I mean, he's only standing 5 yards away, and he's just going to kick back 2 steps and set the protection. Okay? Set it and go. So he takes it from 5 yards. He goes boom, boom, sets, boom, sets the protection, like sinks his hips, and gets going. Okay? All right. Now, how do you tell the center to snap it? He holds the ball just like he normally does. It's with a stiff wrist. Stiff wrist. You cannot have a floppy. You can't be doing this. Hey, stiff wrist. You just quarter turn the ball and get an imaginary. Hey, take a look. You know what's amazing is, you know, I should be able to take this thing right here, turn around, take a look at you right there like this, turn around, and have a pretty good idea where to let that thing go. You understand me? Your word I was going to throw. All right, but you understand what I'm saying? I should have a pretty good idea how to do that. All right. So let's just say I took a look at you. I don't even know if but the whole idea is keep a stiff wrist right here. I'm going to turn that thing and just let it go here. Okay. So if I take a look at you like that, all right, see where you're at? I go like this and I go. All right. Where was it? Right there. All right. What was the idea? I didn't want to throw it too hard. But that's the point. The point is, huh? Yeah, just like you're going to snap it. Just like you're going to snap it. It's no different. You know, I don't believe in changing all this shit. Hey, just exactly like you're going to snap it. Only difference is you just flop it through.
Do you actually physically turn the ball as you're coming through?
Yeah, it's just like, you know, when I snap the ball, I always quarter turn the ball. I don't take the ball and shove it up my ass. I turn the point away from my sphincter, right? I take the thumb, and my thumb goes to my sphincter, right? Okay? All right, and I hold the thumb of that thumb's on the what? Should be on the laces. Okay, that thumb's on the laces. When I snap the ball, quarterback gets the ball, and hit hey, those laces should be right there. Should be right there. Throw the ball. Should be right on his fingers here. Now, I'm gonna snap gun, take the ball like this, and let her go. Let her go. Now look, the guy's only 5 yards back, and we're not trying to get a bullet pass or a bullet snap. All we're trying to do is get a quick snap without, you know, end over end and all that stuff. Just hey, you just be able to catch the ball just like this. Boom. Boom. Right there.
What about the center's footwork after his complete snap?
It's no different than No difference. I mean, he's in this position right here. Hey, if he's got, it depends on what he's doing, but hey, he's just going to step with his natural foot. If he's A-gap step, he's going to smoke. Now, that's the problem here. Some guys will float the ball to the side they're stepping. And a good snapper always steps, and the ball always going back to the center of his ass, so the ball stays in line, okay? Stays in line. Now, I'm going to tell you something here. How you work on this and how you develop it is this. When you work center quarterback exchange, which you should work, you know how many center snaps we had on the ground this year?
0.
None, 0. Okay. You know how many we had in 9 years at the University of Kansas? 9 years. 2. 9! 9 years at the University of Kansas. 2 snaps on the ground. Now, I've been to some games, I see a ball on the ground once or twice a game. My point, so part of what I do is I tell, every day we do center quarterback exchange, and I tell the quarterback, here's the biggest problem. Quarterback gets a bad snap, he didn't say nothing. He didn't say nothing. Until what? Until it goes on the ground. So I stand over there and go, and I go, okay, where'd you get that snap? He goes, well, it was off here. I go, oh, so, you can say something about it or what? What the hell's going on? You gonna keep this damn thing a secret? Huh? Tell them where you want the frickin' ball. I want the ball on my frickin' palm of my hand. I don't want it over here or over here. I want it on the palm of my hand. So your job is to ride his ass just a little bit. The center's job is to drive that thumb to his sphincter. You got me? Drive the thumb to his sphincter. All right? And if he's having a hard time getting that, then get him in the shower, Vaseline his thumb up, and get him to get it done right. All right. That's not real good on film. You guys be watching Michigan State, watching, hey, look at that, that's perfect. Hey, let me tell you, honey, how he teaches it. All right.
Coaching tip.
Yeah, a little coaching tip. All right, anyway, that's critical too, because I'm going to tell you something. Anytime the ball's anywhere, here, or there, man, it causes some problems because it screws up the quarterback and the timing. He's late with the guard. What he wants to do is be able to just catch that thing, drift back to, set his feet, and get out of there. You got it? 1, 2, boom, pop, out. Okay? As a matter of fact, we don't even, our kid at Kansas, he'd already be backing up when he caught the ball, and it was a one-step. That's all he did. He just sat, and then he just boom like this, and then he took off. And the idea, kind of doing this, sinks the defense. They start rushing. Oh, drop back. Just gets him. Because if they get one step in there, now he's outside. The idea is to, sucker the defense in there a little bit. All right. Okay. Anybody else got any questions on dash protection? And there's 2 ways to do it, right? You can load them with the back. You can do it with the tight end. And virtually the same rules hold true. Here's where the one problem you can have comes in. And I don't like it versus this. Okay, but if you're getting teams that play a lot of that type of defense with your tight end in there, okay, you got 2 choices here. All right? You can block him. You can do this right here. Inside release, short step, and he's got to be ready to take that guy, which is, I don't like doing. I normally tell the guys is when we call Tiger and we get a 5 and a 9, you got him, you reach and take him, you're pulling like this, and when he's got a 5 and a 9 on Tiger, you got to play this whole thing and try to run it in there, and I don't like it as much, and sometimes we go Tiger, Max. We call Max, it goes right back to load principles. It's called load principles, so he does this, boom. He does this. He does, back does this. And that's the way that goes. So we got wall, boom. Everybody's blocked. But that way we can handle it. We can handle that. So when we get in that week, if they're giving us this Okie look or 50 look, bubble look over the guard, with a guy on the line of scrimmage, we can handle it that way. okay? Because, you know, but if we don't have this back in here, then you gotta work on it this way that week, you know, reach, which I don't like the reach protection, because it gets bowed sometimes, and when you reach, you're not really selling what? Drop back. When that guy kind of steps in a little bit, even though it doesn't look like drop back, he sees the quarterback set his feet, he doesn't know if the guy didn't make a mistake or not. But when you reach him, you're holding him on the line of scrimmage, and you're gonna get that thing going bowed a little bit, and we don't want it bowed. Okay, we like it, you know. Really, it was ideally made for this look. It's ideally made for 7 technique, Sam. Now it's bang, bang, like this. Blitz, straight backer. That was ideal. And what? Now you can do what with the other back? Keep him back here, extra back, okay? Do like this. Sprint here, 45-degree hinge, 45-degree hinge, okay? Slip out, excuse me. Set, slip out, he has kick out, he has turn, and then you know, he came out here and we threw back to him, okay? That's the old dash screen, okay? All right. Okay, now, what other things can you do off of it? All right, there's some other things you can do off of this. All right? Now let me just show you something. I told you that the back can actually line up over here in short motion and do that, which is good. All right? But one of the things that makes this series, I think, excellent is this. You can line up in 2 backs right here, okay? All right. And let's just say you're throwing your routes right here. We got a route, okay? We're doing like this. Now this is a good series, all right? Here we go. What's going to happen right here? That back's running at you. Quarterback sitting right here. What's going to happen? What's this ain't going to do? Just dashed him a couple times. What's he going to do now? You're going to do like this. Okay? He runs right here. He just bypasses him, lets him go. Blocks the next guy's seat. Alright? Boom. 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 Blocks front side linebacker. Hey, they're in backside backer, they're backside. Alley hinge backside. Okay? One step up. Shovel underneath him. Real good. Real good. Why? Because, hey, you just dashed him a couple of times. Now you seal the whole thing. Got a lead guard in there. He just turns, catches the ball. And the greatest thing about this one is, if it gets fumbled or dropped, just an incomplete pass. That's all it is. All right? So, hey, boom. You know, shovels the ball in here just like that. Okay? All right, here's another one. Off the same idea, same concept. All right? Just put him right here. Put 2 wides out here. Put him out here and him here. Alright? Okay. A lot of times they'll call the dash to whichever side he lines up. See, hey, put him here. They'll call the dash his side. You motion him like this. They may call the dash, try to call the dash over here if you've been doing that to him a little bit. Alright? He stops. Ball snapped. Take off right here. Same play without the other back. Because you don't really need him in there. The quarterback is just now going to run out here. And here's the key is. Alright? He's going to block man over. He's going to block man over. Okay? He's going to seal inside, backside linebacker. Seal inside, backside linebacker. Seal backside, backside guard, or front side linebacker. Okay? Alright. Quarterback, you take the ball. And you run like you're trying to get outside that end, all right? Don't run downhill. Run like you're trying to get outside that guy. If this guy comes up the field to stop you, you stop and you dish it underneath. If this guy goes hard in here like this, you run like a bitch outside. Because you know what? They planned the play, but you still got a chance to make a lot of yards if you'll turn it on and go. You still got a chance to make a lot of yards. Okay? Why? Because it looks like pass, looks like shovel. I've seen this happen. He comes out here to block him. He thinks it's shovel pass. He jumps inside. He pins him. And we were outside that block going. So all I'm telling you is that, hey, it's a really good concept. You can move the back around and do it a couple different ways. Here's the other way you can do it. Now, what I'm saying is every week you come up with a little something different. Now you come up and line up like this. Put your trips here this way. Put your one receiver back here. All right? Motion them across. Take it back to the single receiver side. Take it back to the single receiver side. All right? You changed it up, didn't you? Uh-oh. Now it's away from you. We motioned him over here and went back. Now you can do this. Leave him right here. Tight end. If you want to keep all the rules the same, tight end. Outside releases, blocks the safety. Okay? Depending upon where he's lined up. He takes best release, blocks the safety. Now you run the same thing. Here, there, same thing. Okay? Now you run the shovel to the tight end side. And if this guy's really wide, like this, we've done this. Like that. Okay, put him here. Didn't even, and we did this. We told this guy, anytime you run to attack this guy, he goes outside, you go to the next level. Because we said, hey, don't worry about him if he goes outside. Only worry about him if he what? Tries to cross your face going inside. He runs outside, he's running away from the play, go block here. Go block the safety. So we always are trying to get a guy in the safety because if this ball breaks, he's got a chance to go a long way. Long way. And you know what? Here's the best thing about it is, you know, and I know, you're going to play a team that's better than you. Okay? We're playing Ohio State. They're better than us. Okay? You have to have the ability to do stuff like this. Why? Because my tackle can't handle that guy all the time. He can't do it. The guy's too freaking good. I mean, the guy's 6'5", 275 pounds. He runs a 4.6. He's on every All-American list. He's got a great-looking girlfriend. He's already got an agent, and he's just a sophomore. So, hey, you got to figure out a way to handle the guy. Okay, it's just like I was talking about the wishbone. I mean, the wishbone nullifies guys like that. And really, all that is a what option? It's an underneath option. That's all it is. It's underneath the line of scrimmage. Okay. Now. Let's talk about this. Okay. Shovel pass. Anybody have any questions? How you block the shovel pass is really simple. It's the same, it's a gap zone play. It's the same as power. So I'm going to draw this up because I think it's important for you to know how to do it. All right, here's a 3 technique. Hey, obviously the best way to run it is at a what? At a 1 technique. If you can find a 1 technique, that's best. You've got a natural bubble sitting there already. But the whole idea here is they can do this from a pass set. Boom, like this. And you step off the ball with their inside foot. Hey, steps off the ball with his inside foot, goes to the inside number. Steps off the ball, the inside foot goes to his outside number. Hey, this guy plays into me, and I work off of the backside backer. I try to maintain that position. But this guy's never in a hurry to go to the backside backer too fast. Because really, you'd be surprised how much movement you get on that guy just doing what? From a pass set. A double team from a frickin' pass set. You know why? Because he doesn't play with his pads low. He comes in and starts playing high because he's going to do what? Rush the passer. Okay? So now you can get a lot of movement on this guy. We call it pass double. Get movement and come off on that guy late. Seal the backside. Pull the guard through the front side backer. Use the same steps as you use on the power. This whole thing is exactly like the power. Okay? And I'm going to get to that in a second here. I'll skip to that here next. Backside's alley hinge. Okay? Now, when I say alley hinge, he's also, if they run that guy through, step that guy out, he's responsible for picking that guy. He's responsible for the B-gap blitzer, no B-gap blitzer, he picks this guy up. So he slides right here, picks this guy up. They got a 3 technique, which is ideally what we want, and the shades this way like this. We can put that Mike, we'll put Sam out here. This is Will. That's the end. All right, okay. Now, this is ideally what we like. Why? Because now, he can take this, and what can he do now that he's got no B-gap threat? What can he do? Yeah, but he can do, he can go straight to Will. Front side back belongs to who? Guard, okay? He can go straight to Will. But here's the point. He got a little time now. He doesn't need to work. So what can he do? Set the thing up a little bit. Set, and then go. Set and go. All right? So he sets and goes. He's got that. Now, who's the biggest guy to block an A on the backside? Three technique. Hey, running up the field, hard as hell for the center to block. So what we do is the center blocks back, and he alley hinges it. He closes that alley with his hand right there, and all he does is hinge right here and make this guy do that. That's all we want him to do. Just kind of go around me. Don't take this path. You take that path, you make the play. Kind of get around. All right. So now you talk. That's shovel pass. Shovel pass is blocked exactly like power. So now we can run the power play. All right. Here, we line up here.
Are you running this from up position or the guys down?
Up. Hey, what we're talking about. Let me tell you what we're talking about here. In case I forgot to mention, which I did. We are basically talking about a third down and 4 to 10 yards, okay? 4 to 10 series here. You know how you want to try to make, you want to increase your third down conversions? This is how you do it. This is how you do it. You have a third down series of plays that's very tough for them to defend. You run the dash. You run the shovel. You run the option. You run the power. Okay? That doesn't mean you can't run some of the other stuff you naturally do on third down. I'm just saying this stuff right here drives those guys crazy because they can't no longer rush the passer like they really want to. Which helps you. All of a sudden you do this once, twice, you shovel once, you power once, you dash a couple times. Now when you take the ball back there and set your feet, you don't got no rush. You got no rush. They're worried about where's the quarterback going to go now? What does that say? Huh? Move the quarterback. I'll tell you something. You stand back there. If 80% of your game is standing right behind the, what I call the Q position, behind the center, you better have a great offensive line, baby. Here's the way I look at it. I always tell my guys, I don't care whether you got a great offensive line or not. Here's how this should be done. 30% drop back. 30% play action. 30% move quarterback. Now when I go play action, that's faking the ball inside and setting inside. Okay? And the other 10% ought to be negatives. That's the other way to move the quarterback. I'm talking about this ought to be some kind of dash or sprint series. Alright? And this ought to be move the quarterback with boots and negatives. And you know what? If your quarterback's better at doing this shit, then make this 20% and make this 30% and make that 20% or 20% right there. If he's better at running boots and negatives, do what he does pretty good. Do that a little bit more, do the other a little less. All I can tell you is I want to know how many of you guys got a great drop back thrower. Not many of you guys do. Not many of the colleges do either. It's tough to find. And I really believe this. I'd rather have a mobile quarterback who can throw some drop back but do the rest of this shit. As a line coach, hey, you know. Because every time you drop back, if one guy makes a mistake, a back misses a blitz, a lineman doesn't quite pick it up, whatever, you're looking at an 8-yard loss or more. I'm going to tell you, I'll be a son of a bitch. I don't think we've ever, I think we fumbled the ball one time on dash last year because the quarterback stopped his feet at Penn State and went like this. And Courtney Brown, he's that guy I'm talking about. Okay? A good-looking girlfriend. The agent. Okay, runs fast. About broke the quarterback in two and the ball was on the ground. Okay? You know? The quarterback comes off looking at you like, who the hell's protecting me? Well, you gotta understand what the damn protection is. Protection is get your ass on the frickin' move. Okay? And if you're gonna stop, you throw it. Period. It's like negatives. I always hate, I hate watching people run nakeds, and they do this. Quarterback comes over here, fakes the ball, and he gets right to here, and he's already slowing down with his feet like this, looking for somebody to throw to. That ain't what a naked is. Naked is put the frickin' pressure on the defense. Fake the ball, come out here with that, and sprint like you're going to run it. And if they can pull you up, then you find somebody to stick the ball on. But you know what? That's called putting pressure on the defense. If you come out here and throttle it, you ain't put no pressure on them. There's no, I mean, it didn't do anything. I mean, you're already coming out there doing like that. They're going to rotate back, try to pick up the people. You come out of there running, shit, you got guys holding their ass. Now, do I jump the crosser or do I play the quarterback? You know, if I play hey, I've seen guys jump those crossers, the quarterback comes running out of here, goes, oh shit, everything's covered. Runs for 15 yards. That stuff drives them crazy. Why? It's the same as a reverse. You know, you don't have any counters, you don't have any reverses. Hell, run some negatives, some boosts. So that's misdirection. That helps your offense. Another thing is, let me just tell you this, fellas. Hey, you got stuff in your offense. You got like a shovel pass. You got option out of this stuff. You got some of this stuff. Hey, why are you waiting to the fourth quarter to run that shit? Okay? Hey, Bobby Bowden had the best philosophy is, hey, I want to beat you in the first quarter. Why? Because I want to get the what? Because that's what wins ball games. If you got the momentum, and your players believe you got the momentum, it's hard as shit to stop that stuff now. I'm going to tell you that now. If you're the other team, you ask Notre Dame. You ask Notre Dame. Hey, we're a 19-point underdog at our place. Stop them in the first series, block the punt. Boom! I mean, kaboom! Ball's in the end zone. Hey, we recover, touchdown. Okay? Kick off him again. Stop. We get the ball back. 80 yards. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I don't know if we would have gone 80 yards the first time. When we blocked that punt, everybody on the sideline was going, shit, we're going to win tonight. Because they're immature. When we blocked that punt, everybody on the sideline was going, shit, we're going to win tonight. Because they're immature. They are. Because you know what? Hey, we go to Minnesota. We got beat Minnesota. We're at 18-10 with a minute and 54 seconds left to get our ass beat. And we lost to Purdue. With 4 minutes to go in the game, we got an 11-point lead and lose. I mean, we could have easily been 8-4, 9-3 this year, no problem. If we were a little more mature about how we handle our situations. But hey, these guys, hey, these guys, they go, oh shit, hey, let's go. Hey, score 14-0. Okay, we stop them again. First play, we come out, we run a naked. Quarterback comes sprinting out right here, sees a guy running deep. Just heaves the shit down there. I mean, hey, the guy wasn't open. But what happened to be Plexico Burris. Plexico Burris is like that defensive end at Penn State. The one that I said is a sophomore that has the agent, has a good-looking girlfriend, freaking cash in his pocket, life on a fucking string, you know? I mean, that's who that guy is. He's a great player. He's running down there, ball goes through him, I go, oh, shit. No problem. Plex just goes, whoosh. This guy's trying to get the ball. Plex just goes up over him, catches the ball. Guy misses the tackle. 80 yards. 21-0. They come out the next play, they go, shit, we got to calm everybody down. They throw a swing pass out there. Quarterback goes like this, drops back. Oh, shoot. Coach says that when everything's covered, I should throw to my release route. Oh, defensive end's covering. 28-0. How would you like to be Notre Dame, national powerhouse, at Michigan State, and here's the score at halftime, 42-3. Hey, I mean, how many times has anybody ever had Notre Dame 42-3? Not very many times, okay? Matter of fact, we were in the locker room. Let's go out and take a look at the scoreboard, make sure that shit's right. I mean, that's what it was. Okay? Anyway, you got to do this stuff early in the game, create momentum. You know, run your reverse, run your days, run shovel. But hey, do that. Hey, you want to be a good offensive coach? That's what you got to do. Hey, you know, we run this stuff. You know, you saw the deal about tricks. Hey, you put those tricks in. Players like that shit. Okay? Well, go ahead and give them a chance to execute it in the first quarter. Because when you're trying to do it in the fourth quarter, when you're down by 25, they're going, well, this guy's really smart. He waited until we're down by 25 before he's going to pull out our trick. And you know what? I got news for you, pal. The trick only scores 6 points. You need a 26-point play. So you might as well go ahead and get the 6 early. So maybe you're only down by 7, or you're only and maybe you create momentum for your football team. Create the momentum early for your football team. You know, that's just basic philosophy. And this stuff right here, the dash, the shovel, hey, these are things that are equalizers for you. All right, now we're going to talk about power. Remember we said, okay, now power, you need, I'm going to tell you something here. This is a great concept right here, okay? Now watch this. Everybody in the country, the rule is this. All right. If they have, if you saw this line up here, all right, is anybody defensive coaches in here? Anybody coach defense? No, that's good. We don't want those bastards in here. All right. If you saw, hey, you see this in our league, pro formation, here's what you're going to see. How many are you going to see in the box right here? 8. All right, that's true. But against some teams, you're going to see this. 9. Okay? They're going to man up those corners, and they're going to have both safeties down. And you do not run the football. Hey, if you think you're running the football, you're wrong. You are absolutely wrong. Now, they got 8, 9. So what's the rule? The rule is to stop what? Stop the run. And how do you stop the run? If they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys to block, then we need what? 8. Now this shit ain't very hard. Alright. I mean, we sit here and we stay to midnight, and I'm going, look, they got 8 in the box. Okay? What do you want to run? Unless we get in the wishbone or some shit like that, what do you really want? Hey, there's no point in getting in that formation. Period. Now, if you have Ron Dane as your tailback, then you go, hey, look, strong safety over there, the guy, the extra guy, this 265-pound tailback, that's your guy. So go ahead. Now you can do that shit, okay? All right, now here's what happens. If I line up like this, they're going to put a corner out here, okay? They're going to put a corner out here, all right? And we'll say that, you know, we'll designate the strong side right here. So what, hey, what are they going to put right here? Strong safety right here. And they're going to put a free safety back here, all right? And how many are going to be in that box right there? 7. So we're going to put Sam here, and an end here, and a tackle there, you know, and we'll go like this. Put a tackle here, and an end there, and a Mike here, and a Will here. 7 in the box. How many guys are in the block? 6 guys in the block. Now here's where Kansas State got real smart on everybody. They made a run at the national championship, and here's how they did it. They went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So let's run the power play. Here, here, here. You're on the back or over the top. Okay? You got the backside backer. You got backside cut off. You're through the backside that leads down the field. Okay. You kick out, snap the ball. Quarterback's going to run it. Got 7 now. You got 7 to block your 7. Hey, that's what happened. That's what happened. They put a guy back here, quarterback, who had a little durability and can run the power play now. Or run the counter play. Or run the draw. But you know what they had? 7 for 7. Now, the advantage went back to who? The offense. So now you know why everybody's trying to find that guy who can move around a little bit. Now let me just tell you this, hey. Cut the tape. Just turn it off. All right, some things are better off the camera. We all know that, right? Okay, now, all right. We talked about the power, and you saw how the power was run. Now, if you're just running regular, here's how we would do it. We line up the two backs back here, and hopefully get either them to go with a strong safety out here, or even maybe move the Sam out here. But however they did it, give a 7 in here and block, and what we'll do is we'll block here, and we'll let the last guy over here go. So whoever he is, we're going to try to let him go, and we'll run the power with him just handing off like this. He kicks out, everybody else does this. All right, we got those guys blocking through, we don't have anybody on the free safety. But that's how we'll do it, all right? In other words, we'll run the power play from that formation right there, okay? Because we're not going to run our quarterback, because our quarterback is not good enough to take the hits, he's not mobile enough. But that's how we'll do it. And it looks just like what? Hey, you take the ball right here, start to set like this, just hand it right there, the back going through, the back just takes one step, boom, comes over here like that, and takes the ball going through here, backside guard is going through, okay? So he's got front, hey, he's got the, hey, and again, we tell him the same thing. Hey, the guy runs outside hard, avoid it, because he can't come what? He won't be able to get back inside, so you become an extra blocker. If the guy just hangs right there, then run right through him. Run right through him. Okay?
Coach,
Yeah.
you got a play action off of that power?
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of off the sprint look. You mean off the one we just did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ride the guy and then throw back to the...
Well, here's the way we do it. Ours is just a flood pass, but it looks like a sprint. Here's what he does. We do this, we do that, we do this right there. And it's really kind of a gap protection. He runs through like he's going to block the guy, avoids him in the flat. This guy runs a sail route, and this guy runs a clear route. And the quarterback fakes, takes the ball right here, fakes to him, and rolls this way, and that's what he does. All right, now, here's the other good pass you can throw off it, which is real good. Do the same thing. Bam, fake to him. This is a great one, because now the quarterback can take the ball, stick it in. All right? This guy can run a deep comeback. Okay? This guy right here, you put him on the negative route. Okay? And now you run this guy there, put the ball in and fake. He's got much better vision. Stick the ball in, make this guy suck in there a little bit, stick the ball in, and come running out of here with depth. He's already natural depth, and he can stick the ball in, and as he can see that guy like that, and pull the ball out here and come running, and he's in position with his shoulders already good to throw. So, and you got a lot of what here? You got a lot of flow. You got a lot of flow. Okay? So, that's why this particular series is excellent. It's an excellent series. Okay? Because really what you're doing is, you're making it hard on this guy, you're making it hard on that guy. And you're nullifying their ability to be good football players. You're nullifying their ability to be good football. You still got to block people, but you're nullifying a couple of players. And normally guys, normally good defenses always have good edge players, defensive ends. Good defenses always have good edge players. Okay? All right. I'll put out here, keep them guessing. That's the whole idea of playing offense, is keep them guessing. All right. Now you got to know that some of these protections, like gas protection, could be not very good against some blitzes, and especially if they're coming off the backside. Because as you're starting to run right there, you better be throwing that ball and run, because you might not have enough. If they bring 3 off the backside, and you got only 2 there to block, that's why sometimes when we really want to make sure, we'll take the extra receiver off or extra back and put him where? Back in the backside, so he can be an extra protection on the backside. Or you bring the tight end in and run your 2 receiver stuff. Okay, now, here's next. Let me just tell you something. This formation in football is ideally one of the very, very best formations. Why? You got strength in your passing game here. You got strength in your running game here. And if you've got anybody back here that can be a pretty good receiver, he a lot of times will get what kind of coverage? Single coverage. Now, that's real important. Real important. And if you're gonna get single coverage, here's the next part of this whole package you can put in. And you don't have to do it from here, you can do it from here. But the idea is, remember I said you run dash, run a single receiver route right here. Okay? And here's what you gotta do. When you run dash and run a single receiver route over here, you gotta take one of these guys, the tight end's usually not good at all, and run him through the free safety or middle safety. Here's why. What they do here, if the corner backs all the way up underneath this thing, he's playing flat, backs up underneath, you don't have single coverage, hey, it's a run. It's a run. Okay? Here's what we tell this guy here. You can do it from this. We'll line up like this. Now this means we can run slant this way. We can run our play actions, all whatever we run. And here's what we do. All right, now he does this. We run the power. He goes this. He does this. He does that. We got protection on the backside. He loads. The defensive end comes running right from there. He does this. He's quarterback's personal protector, and he just comes sprinting out right here. And he throws this guy right here. At the free safety, corner's running all like we had this happen a couple times. The corner sank right here, and the free safety came running off the hash because of what? Because of sprint out, and he tries to run underneath that play right there because he saw the corner had flat coverage. He got right to about here and sees the quarterback out here. Hey, there's nobody there. I mean, the guy can run. So he gets caught in between, and this is the guy that can make the play. He can make the play. If that guy comes off the hash, tries to make the play, then that's what we told him. We try to throw that thing right there. Throw that thing right. He just replaces that safety going off the hash. Okay? All right. But sprint. You can sprint to that side. Now we got a pretty good player. Here's the thing. I think and you'll see us a lot this year. We're going to be in this a load of this. And here's why. Okay? This guy's a great player. Okay, so let's take the corner and the free safety here. All right. We got that guy worked up. We took care of him. Took corner free safety right there. So that means you're like halves covered. So now you have the strong safety back here, which means you got to take what? You got to take Sam and get him out here. All right? So what happened? I took a guy out of the box, which allows me to run the ball. Okay? That's easy shit for the quarterback to see. All right? Now watch. There you go. All right. We're going to do it this way. You can do it this way. You can take the will here. Put the corner out. Take the will off the box here. Put the strong safety right there. Corner right there. Free safety right there. Again, we removed a guy to help what? Double this guy up. Plus, the other thing is, here now, you start doing this. You start running your inside and outside zone a little bit. This guy gets to sneaking in there. Now you're faking right here. He's playing the run. You got the slant pass. You got all that stuff in there. I'm telling you, you should be able to sit in the box because of the way this is designed. Sit in the box and decide what to do. All right. We're going to go man press on this guy. We're going to keep our 7 in the box. Play man free. Well, I like it. Single coverage back here. I like it. Why? Because that guy's one of our best players. He's one of our best players. We can't block 7, but here's the other key is. Here's how we can. You can do this. There's nothing wrong with blocking 7 this way. Watch. I get him. I get this. Boom, boom, boom. All right. We let that guy go. All right? Well, as long as you're running what play?
Naked.
Yeah. As long as you're doing this and doing that, you can nullify him a little bit. Or as long as you're doing this. Run the outside zone, okay? You now let this guy go because he's not a factor in the outside zone, so you have enough to block everybody. You have enough to block everybody. But the point is this. When you go to a 2-back set, here's what you're getting now. That's what they call that buzz. They call that 3 buzz. strong safety comes in the box, you know, it's an 8-man front. All right? And here's how our defense does it. You don't know which one's coming. They line up like this. He buzzes down, he goes to the middle. He buzzes down, he goes to the middle. You don't know which one's coming. Our defense always likes to play with a what? A middle safety, because, hey, they don't want anything big to happen to them. So they always play with a middle safety. But you see how they get that 8-man front? Well, little tougher when we do this. All right? Now, a little tougher when we do this right here. Plus, it's even more tough if this guy's a what? A runner. Because now we line up like this. All right, we run power. We can run counter. You know, he just takes the spot of the tailback. You run whatever you can run your normal offense with this guy being the guy doing it. And you know the best thing about it is how much you change. You're not doing anything. You're not changing all the offensive linemen. You're not changing all those people. So the quarterback can be a very key and vital guy if you have a guy that's mobile and can move. All right. All right. Let's cover all this. Oh, I didn't cover option. Here's the option. Now, again, this stuff, the first time I ever saw this, Nebraska did it, and I thought, wow, what a great idea, okay? And I'm sure other people ran it, they've probably been running for 15 years. But the very first time I saw it, Nebraska was running. It was 3rd down and 9 versus Kansas. That's where I was at. I said, man, we got Nebraska right where we're running, 3rd and 9. We got to get in spread formation and throw the ball, because they're not real good at it. Hey, what do you think this guy was thinking when this guy was in that formation? What do you think that guy was thinking? Yeah, he came running off here. He was backing up, softening in the curl. Frickin', he was blocking this guy, the free safety. You think he was thinking of alley support? No. He was back here hanging in the middle of the 3rd. They pitched the ball to Lawrence frickin' Phillips. Now, first of all, we got a hard time tackling that guy when we got guys who can make tackles. But when he had all that space right there, and he gets running, ain't nobody wants to get in front of that guy. You know, he's a 240-pound freaking tailback. He turns the corner. No one wants to get in front of him. I mean, it's ridiculous. So my point is this: hey, that's smart by them. Take a real good player, put him in space, and let him do his business. Take a good player, put him in space, and let him do his business. Let me just say something. That's called smart football. You have to have the ability to run inside. The ability to run inside is nothing different than a boxer working a guy over. You know, you soften him up a little bit. But the ability to put a good player in space, that's like hitting home runs. It's like hitting home runs. Because what you're doing is you're using your talent out there where he can make guys miss, you know, set blocks up and do those kind of things. That option is excellent. And again, you can do it like this. He can motion over here like it's going to be dashed. And settle back and go. You can leave him over here. Arc release. Run to the tight end. I mean, you know, hey, and you're not changing a whole lot week in and week out. And that option, I'm going to tell you something. That option right there, that's the easiest option in the world. You know why? You got to run. If I've got to run down the line of scrimmage and option you like this here, that's a lot tougher than for me to stand right here and you're running right at me and for me to dish it out here like that. A lot tougher. Hey, the angle of the pitch is better this way. That back can get more separation. Plus, he's not playing cat and mouse. You know, that shit where this guy goes, you know, takes a big hit or stumbles over his own feet. That guy, he catches the ball right here. He's charging upfield like, oh shit, I got a free shot at the quarterback. No, you know, goes out. Hey, you know, I'm telling you, that stuff is very good.
On that, does the quarterback just take right off the minute he catches?
Catches the ball, yeah, catches the ball, and he starts at the defensive end. Downhill, at him. You don't want to run sideways, you want to run right at him like this, and if he's coming right at you, you dish it out. And I'm telling you, I've never seen him not dishing. I've never seen him not dishing. Because I've never seen the end run for pitch. Because he might do that in some defenses, but when you're in the shotgun, they don't ever think about, calling that option stuff.
Blocking it inside, but
Blocking inside, yeah. Hey, it's just zone blocking, zone principle blocking. Normally what happens is, this guy can set and go. He can set and go. Okay? And what's he do? When the ball's been snapped back here like this, I mean, he's not flying out of here. Guy's catching the ball right here. He ain't thinking of flying out here. Normally when we run option, he's already moving. He's tough block. On this, he ain't flying out. I can set, just go get position on him. Okay? Now, obviously there's some rules. Nebraska basically says this. Hey, they're going to line up and they're going to run to the best side because I've seen them do this. I've seen them line up like this. Alright? And this guy, they've lined up like this here. Alright? Alright, now I've seen them do like this. And it looks just like 500. Hey, all they do is this. Whoever has the best angle to block the inside guy. So if that guy's in here, he's got the best angle to pin him, he pins him. That's what they do. Just like that. You know how he attacks this guy too? This is a good point too. He always attacks like he's going to do what? Get outside. He attacks like he's going to get outside, and just about the time the corner puts his hands on him, he shifts it inside and just walls him. Just about the time the corner puts his hands on him. So he attacks like here, and when he goes to put his hands on line, he just shifts in and walls him off. That's how the ball goes. But this, I know that they run it to where they got the best angle on the inside guy, because I've seen teams line up almost like this, and they, because they were trying to protect a little bit against it. What would happen if you saw this? If you were good at this stuff, and you saw, I moved him out, and him out, and him out, and him out, that means how many they got in the box? 5. Block him, isolate that guy, run a draw, quarterback draw, So, I mean, those are good things that the option, that's what I say, that's a great series, the Dash series. Now, let me see if I put, I just drew all these things up on there. Okay, let me see if, all right. Does anybody else have any questions on any of this Dash stuff?
Coach, what's your...
Dash run, when you call it dash run, you can block it a couple different ways. That's one of the things we used to call too. That's another aspect of this thing. All right? Dash, run, crack. All right? Crack. Crack. It's tough. Because the guy plays a little bit of it all. You got the backer walled off. You got him chopped. You got this guy coming inside on him. Now you got that guy floating out there, and he's being blocking the weakest guy they got with a big old guard coming out there. Okay, so it's pretty good. Again, it helps if you have a mobile quarterback, because you got a guy that runs 5'3" or something. He don't look real good on that play. He just doesn't do it. Anybody else? Any questions? Any questions?
The line splits, do you keep them normal? What are
Yeah,
they
2
normal?
feet, 2 feet,
Okay.
2 feet. This is one series I really believe you can keep 2 feet and run everything from, and it really kind of bothers the defense because they don't know whether you can run inside, outside with the option or whatever. And we don't have our quarterback is not very nifty, so what we do is we run the dash. He can do that. we don't run the dash run. We run the shovel and we run the power. But we don't do anything with him really doing. And I wish you can see how expansive you can get if your quarterback has the ability to run a little bit more. This could be I mean, and you know whose package that was? Charlie Ward's. It was Charlie Ward's. And some of you guys were in my talk this morning. We talked about the shallow passing game, incorporating the tight end in the passing game. And what I said is, the shallow passing game. Well, the shallow passing game, the way Florida State, they flexed this guy right here, tight split right here. They flexed him so he didn't have to wait on his shallow. He'd take a short step right there, start a shallow right there. He'd come right, and he'd run the curl, and this guy'd run the flare. Well, that fit in is Charlie Ward here, okay? And then they ran their hot climb on the backside here. So he had an initial hot read backside, which made him look off from the way he was going to throw. Then he had a good back out here with a shallow, and all I did was read this guy right there. That guy drops like that, that guy was getting the ball. You had a natural what? Had a natural pick in there because he's running shallow and make him do what? Bubble over the top. Well, if he bubbles over the top, he's hard to get to. So his shallow was low in here through the near number, but he always avoided him this way rather than over the top because we didn't want him to come underneath like that. Okay? So the point was, is that particular part, hey, that's what made Florida State so good. They lined up in that formation, ran the shovel pass, ran the power, ran the shallow cross series, and drove everybody crazy. And Charlie Ward, Heisman Trophy guy. That's what he was. So, I mean, and ever since I saw that series, I said, you know something? Too often times we do this. We have something good, and we jump away from it because we think sometimes people are going to catch up to it. I ain't seen anybody catch up to that stuff yet. K-State did it this year with Michael Bishop. And they had a hell of an offense. And they, now, what hurt them against A&M is A&M pressured them. And you got to have the ability to handle the pressure. I mean, some of this stuff is good against pressure, and some's not. But you have to have the ability to handle pressure. And I think this, anytime you coach anything, you ought to spend 15 minutes of every practice working on pressure. The things that you're going to have your team do against pressure. Here's what we're going to call against pressure, because this is what we like. Here's what you can do. Why? Because if your team gets the feeling that they're pretty good at handling it, pressure will never be a problem. If they get in that situation where you can't handle the pressure, then you're going to get teams that, they see it on film. They see it on film. And the next thing you know, you're at their mercy. That's why, Ohio State blitzes 61 out of 83 snaps. 61 out of 83 snaps. You know what we told the quarterback? Hey, you're going to be in gun a lot of the night. Catch it, throw it. Catch it, throw it. And if there's nobody open, then throw it to Plexico. I mean, he's a good player. He might make a play. Coach Saban always says this, which I think is absolutely true. Hey, in critical situations, the guys who should get the ball are who? Best players. Why? Because they'll do something good with it. They'll figure out a way to be successful with it. All right, does anybody else have any questions? Now look, let me just tell you something. I've been out here 2 or 3 years now doing these things, and I want you guys to be able to, like I said, I talked the first night. The very first thing I said was making a difference. Hey, the whole reason that I do these things is I want to make a difference for you. Okay? Hey, you don't think it's frickin' Bill Williams? That son of a bitch. Hey, I guarantee you, if he could get 2 more speeches or 2 more deals out of me, he will. Hey, that guy, squeezed me so I can't do another frickin' thing. Okay? He's got me going back. I go back tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Okay? I land in frickin' Detroit